Whew. I have a message, and it is powerful. Okay, so I have always. Okay, let me just disclaimer here. I'm a big fan of Coppa Mia and their series, and I'm a big fan of Nicole Wallace and Gabriela Gaviera. I don't know if I said that right. Hopefully I did. I'm a big fan of both of them. And I've been following them for years, love them to death, love what they stand on, both of them. They both faced hardships, and I resonate with their story, I resonate with the series, and I love it. And so there's that. And for Halloween, she dressed up as the character in, what is it, New Bill or whatever, Uma Thurman, with John Travolta, that one movie. Hold the phone. I freaking love her. Freaking love her. I shared it. My girl. Freaking prettiest girl. What? Man, I just love her. But,
hearing for this collective that it's really bothering. Hearing for this
Kill Bill. Kill Bill. Kill Bill. Bill Ackman. You know that. You guys should look up Bill Ackman. Consultants, man. Funny money. That's where it's at. Straight up. No chaser. So I was just watching some of my videos a year ago because on Facebook, thankfully, because all my TikTok accounts have been banned. I'm on my 6th account now. And I don't have any of that content. It's disappeared. It's disappeared. It's gone bye-bye. And that said, so I'm starting, because I started creating content a year ago in October, I'm starting to get some of those videos, and I was just watching one of my videos, and I was amazed at my growth. First of all, I was amazed at how different I look. I have wrinkles right here and stuff like that. I do. I am El Natural. I am El Natural. I am who I am. You're going to say what you say. You're going to think what you think. And I really don't care. And I'm not saying that to diminish what you say or think or feel. I'm saying that because I'm at a place in my life where it's like, I'm just not on this earth to look any other way than how I look. And so I operate and move the way that I do. If my hair looks funky, if I wear weird outfits, if I wear the same outfit or whatever, it just doesn't matter. Things like that shouldn't matter. Those are so minimal to the root. I'm not one of those people that can just go and talk about the weather. I'm too deep for that. So take that how it resonates. So you really shouldn't allow your mind to go down the road of how people think, not how they think or how they look or this and that. That's just wasted space. Even how people think, you need to focus on how you think. That's something that I have had to really, really focus on, because my thought process is very unique. It's very different. And I have a hard time putting it in compartments. I do. And so I'm learning to adopt my mind the way that it operates. And that's something that you have to do for yourself. But I was looking at my content a year ago and how different it has changed. And I do see how the handlers in my life, i.e. my aunt, my content was moving differently. It was. When I originally first started putting it out there, it was moving differently. And again, I have a very strong connection with God, Christ. Christ is King. Recognizing what Jesus did on the cross. I'm very close to Jesus. I'm very close to God. I'm very close to the universe. I'm very close to it all. I feel divinely connected to everything. I was just sitting out back, and I literally was looking, and the sun was beaming right there, and I saw God. I really did. I mean, call me crazy. I don't care. But I just did. In my relationship with God, the divine, Jesus, all that's between us. And your relationship is between you. Everybody has a different faith walk. Everybody has a different spiritual walk. Everyone does. Nothing is going to be designed the same. It's designed and mirrored and tailored to you. To you. That would be ignorant to think God doesn't recognize that we're all individuals and we all operate differently, but we all have to adopt the same beliefs, the same religion, the same faith, the same spirituality. Like, God knows. Come on now, And so it was crazy to me because I saw, like, now when I put videos out, I very rarely get likes. I very rarely get comments. I very rarely get anything. And I'm good with it. I put content out there for it to hit how it hits, flow how it flows, and land where it lands. I don't do it for monetization. I don't do it for clout. That's the one hardest thing for me in reference to seeing the magnitude of how big it is. Because two people that I follow very much just classified the Kill Bill movie, and there was a huge drug issue there. And obviously I've been labeled with my drug addiction and all that. And, it was crazy to me because it was a big hit. And I was like, golly. And that's the hardest thing for me. I have zero desire to be in the limelight. I just never will. I know that God is moving me in that position, and it is what it is. But I'll get there when I get there. I just don't want nothing to do with it. I really don't. I want everybody else to rise. I'm here for it. And I want to help people elevate in their mind. I don't need none of that other stuff. I really don't. But it was crazy to see when I was pushing out messages that operated in the way that said them wanted me to push out messages in the religious groups. They pushed it. They stood by it in different ways. But now when I stopped doing it that way, that's when I became labeled ill. That's when I became crazy. And it's so crazy because now I recognize in that scope of it and watching that video and seeing, I'm like, I do see the handlers. I do indeed. And see, that's what happens is we get put in a world where so often enough, people just like to control religious beliefs, indoctrinate things, and push out the things that they want you to see. And it's absolutely ludicrous to me. It's absolutely ludicrous to me. It's a free-flowing video, but I see you. You're never going to hold the power over me, ever. I'm going to move and operate the way that I do, whether you like it or not. And if you don't like it, well, I'm sure my passing can be, coordinated, just like Charlie's. Military operation at its finest. I live by the two biggest military bases. Born and raised by the two biggest military bases. So put that in perspective. You know what I mean? Put it into perspective. I'm not here to adopt other people's thinking. I'm not here to adopt other people's religious beliefs. I'm not here to adopt other people's faith. And I dang ain't here to adopt, like, chasing the bag and chasing fame, because that's the last thing I want. That's the last thing I want. I want nothing to do with it. I want to help mankind and humanity evolve. I want to see everybody rise. Everyone. And so I hope this video resonated, but I see you. I know who you are. Of many. Of many. And my faith, and my belief, and my spirituality is mine. Mine. You're not going to take it. And if you want to keep monetizing it and stealing from it and copying it, by all means, please do. Why do you think I put it out there? I'm well aware I have people watching me and copying and making music and doing the most. I'm well aware. I know all of that. And Jelly, what happened, man? Jelly. Golly, that whole thing is just so evident. That's what happens when you get in the scene. Straight up. Just take a look at Jelly. That's all I gotta say about that. Not to mean, like, I hate to throw shade, but the truth is the truth. Dude, you lost your way. You just did. And I hate that you sold your soul. And I hope and pray that you find it again. I truly do. I truly do. I love you.